Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn here. Whoops.
The winner of this award is effectively a one-woman tourist board using the power of just her mobile and her bus pass to showcase beautiful sights and amazing events hosted all over the island. Even the weather won't stop her, working both day and night to make sure that people all over the world know just how amazing our Isle of Wight is.
Hi everybody, it's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, and I've just done a live stream over at the church on the roundabout. I'm down outside the Delhi Cafe, and I'm sitting down on Western Gardens on Ryde Seafront, and I'm live streaming here on Friday afternoon, the 17th of July. I am sitting in the Go Live Granny Community Garden, live streaming this time from the garage. I'm sitting out in my front garden because it's actually hashtag National Knit in Public Day. It's time for a little bit of monkeying around, winging our way through the first month of the new decade. I've already done a live stream today, 2020 it is, and I'm live streaming here under my gazebo. No, it's not 10 o'clock. You're not wrong. It's 10 to 6. It's a bit dark. I've been at the Isle of Wight Stylers. I am down on St Helens Green for the St Helens Carnival, and I'm just going to do a quick live stream. So I thought I'd just do a little monkeying about. Wow, all I can say is wow, wow, wow. We have some wonderful people in this community. Over 200 shares. That's the magic. That's when the magic happens. Is when everybody starts sharing. So. Well, hello there. That took my breath away. I was not expecting all that intro. That's thanks very much to my son. So anyway, hello. This is Go Live Granny. This is history in the making, the launch of the new website. And I'm absolutely delighted to be able to come to you in this wonderful new way through the new website, the Go Live Granny website that went live this morning, the 15th of March 2021. And I'm grateful to Dave Basulto because I have my mount up here, my iographer mount, without which I wouldn't be able to do this. I'm also very grateful to StreamYard because StreamYard I've also made it possible, I'm using StreamYard to come to you here. And of course, without Tristan and particularly Louisa, Louisa built the website, and Tristan's done a lot of all sorts of fancy bits. And I hope he's going to join me in the broadcast very shortly. So now I'm not quite sure what happens from here. So there we go. Yes, here we go.
Well done, well done, well done.
What a surprise.
Didn't see that one coming.
No, I didn't see that one coming. All those clips. No wonder he was late connecting with me this evening. He was too busy putting lots of my clips together. And how did you choose which ones you're going to do?
It was a bit potluck, really, to be fair.
Hello, Caroline. Who else is that? Wags Vectis. So some of these are coming in from YouTube. Now I'm totally confused. Hi, Tina.
You're going to get two different places here as well, so.
Hello, Bethy. My goodness. Hello, Rachel. Rachel was struggling to get in earlier. Sally was struggling to get on the website, but they've done it. Hello, everybody. My goodness. I'm going to need a lot of help with this. That was superb. Yeah, it was superb. So big shout out to them. Launch party. Absolutely. We need the bubbles. We need the bubbles for the launch party. Look.
We even managed to get some party poppers in your intro.
I don't think the bubbles are not working. Oh no.
The clip with the bubbles didn't make it this time.
All right, okay. Well, I'll do the bubbles now. We'll top it up. Good evening. Sorry, I'm missing some of the comments. Hi, Chantel. Hi, Jackie. There we go. Look, here we go. We got bubbles. We hope we've got bubbles. There we go. We got bubbles now. There we go. Excellent.
I'm going to quickly do a couple of shares. So I'm going to jump off camera and leave you to do your normal hellos, and I'll keep an eye on the comments for you. But I'm going to do a couple of quick shares for you as well.
Lovely to see you, Caroline. I didn't know if you'd made it in. Excellent. So, wow. So today, do you know what? Oh, hi, Andrew. Hi. I haven't done any knitting. Very little ever takes me away from my knitting, but today my new website's taken me I've not knitted a stitch today. I have been so busy looking at all the things going on here, trying to help people with the glitches, because of course, you know, with me, we always get shenanigans. And when you get a new website, it's never going to be perfect immediately. There's always, I did warn you, I did say we might have a few issues, and some of you have had issues. I don't know, Tristan, I don't know whether I will be able to see comments. I don't know if you whether I should be seeing comments. If you're putting comments,
I will be bringing the comments in a sec. I'm just going to do your shares.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Oh, I can actually see them on my other gadget now. Anyway, so lots of love. You're loving all this fun. Kayla saying you've been too busy. I have been too busy, very busy. Hello, Richard. Richard's in the house as well there. So, you know, I say this, wow. This is not Challenge Annika. This is Challenge Go Live Granny, because, you know, we wanted the website, but I didn't know how exhausted I would be by the time I got there. But as I say, without Louisa and without Tristan, this would not have happened. So you love my hair longer with a slide. Yeah, my daughter-in-law found me a slide, fortunately, because my hair was right down here. You're loving the new website, loving adding photos. Yes, we're going to have a discussion about various things to do with websites, and also about photographs, aren't we, Tristan? So that's something coming. I have a notebook here so that I can pop down and jot down any notes that come along that I need to be seeing. That's something coming. Oh, sorry. Oh, shush. I've done something. No, my tablet does things like that. I touched my tablet. I put the sound down just now, and it's put the sound back up. So anyway, I can see the comments. So I need a helicopter and a jumpsuit. That's for anybody who doesn't know. Challenge Annika. Annika Rice used to appear in a jumpsuit and a helicopter. Well, I think neither of those is going to happen, because I don't like helicopters. The only helicopter you'll see me with is one I might knit for Dan, for the flying museum, for the exhibition that he's doing. And I don't think that I really suit jumpsuits very much. I don't think that would be a good look. Do you, Tristan?
I don't know. You suit a tarpaulin. You suit funny things on your head. You suit knitted headwear. I don't know.
maybe. Okay, so we need you to talk through some of the things that we might have found difficult, or some of the things going forward that we need to know. So
the technical bit is over to me, is it?
Absolutely.
Okay, no worries. So hopefully everybody's found that they could get on the website. If they haven't, anyone had a problem with the emails this morning, there was a slight bug, so that should be ironed out now. If you sign up from this point on at golivegranny.com, you should now be able to get through. I did see someone sign up twice and they managed to get on the second time, so the email issue should be sorted out now. So if you can't get access, obviously message the Go Live Granny page and we'll try and get that resolved for you as quickly as we can. But please do bear with us. There are actually a lot of people signing up to the site all in one go. So that was exciting to watch this morning. With regards to actually... No, not yet. We'll crash it later. So one of the things that I wanted to do really, really quickly for you is actually give you a very quick walkthrough of the website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick screen share and bring that up onto here so that we can talk through. And if you've got any questions, obviously, or you want to guide that conversation or things that you've been asked, then you can obviously do that as well. So we're going to quickly flick that over now. I'm just going to bring up my screen share. Just working out which screen I'm sharing. So if you haven't been to Go Live Granny, if you're watching this over on Facebook, then what are you doing? Why haven't you come to golivegranny.com? Today is launch day, and this is where you're going to see everything moving forwards. What we're actually going to be doing is migrating community to here. It's a nice safe space for everybody to connect and have a conversation over here. So one of the things that I really want to encourage you to do, I'm actually just going to mute you really quickly, Mum, because I'm getting a bit of feedback. Just give me one sec.
No problem. You can shut me up.
So one of the things that's really, really important here is the safety of the community. Mum was really clear about this, in the fact that she wanted a nice, safe community for everybody to be a part of. So when you're on the site, we've made it really easy to let us know and report anything that you know worries you, upsets you, or is of concern to you and you think shouldn't be on the site. So at golivegranny.com, right there, front and center of the website, you're going to see exactly what you're seeing here on the screen. I haven't pressed play because obviously we're live, but that is actually the video that's happening right now. now is right front and center of the website with a chat on the right hand side. There's a countdown timer at the bottom, which you can see is currently set at 0 because the broadcast is currently live. And this is going to be your opportunity to know when the next thing's happening. Of course, if you know my mum, this is going to be a countdown to 10 o'clock. So it's holding her accountable to be on time every single evening as well. So no pressure, mum, no pressure at all. So that countdown timer just gives you an indicator. That's not the only live streaming that she's going to do. So keep an eye on other bits and pieces and you'll see it in the community as we move forward. If you've got questions as I go through this, do ask them in the comments. I'm going to be able to bring them in a minute as well and answer them on screen once I've run you through. So once you're signed up to the website, it will look super, super familiar. And what will happen when you come to the main site, when you first sign in, is you're actually going to get taken to a place called the activity feed that looks and feels somewhat like Facebook's timeline. So if you're looking at the homepage of Facebook, it looks and feels quite similar. You'll see people's profiles, the things that they're doing and commenting, and you can add to your own timeline straight from the top of this activity feed. There's also lots of stuff going on. I'm not going to go through every detail because it will take a while, but I'm going to give you a quick skim through. On the left-hand side, you're going to see live streams that are happening. This is going to be details of the live streams that have happened. They're going to sit here on the left-hand side in case you've ever missed a live stream and you want to go back to it. On the left-hand side, you're going to see that. The middle bit is your activity feed of everything that's happening on the site. So some great pictures already being uploaded by people in the community. And then on the right-hand side, you're going to see other people's updates and who's been online recently. Now, because it's a community, communication had to be key, super, super important. Super important that you can actually connect and talk to each other. So I'm obviously logged in as myself. So if I was to click on my mum's face, it will literally take me to a place where I can look at her profile and I can actually message her directly within the platform. There's messages and I can look at everything that she's been up to here on her timeline. So this is everything she's been up to and the conversations she's having with other people, similar to seeing someone's Facebook home profile as well. And you might notice one thing that's slightly different here that you won't have seen on Facebook are these 3 little buttons that have appeared just under her name. Now, there are ways to earn points within the platform. So the more you get involved in the community, the more you're going to get involved in this point system. And basically, it would be slightly amiss of me to not use balls of wool to represent points on my mum's website. So you can earn balls of wool and knitting needles on my mum's website as points for being a part of the community. So super, super interesting. We're not going to tell you how you earn them. You do get some notifications as you earn them and you'll learn what gives you points and things like that. And there's also achievements. So down here on my mum's page, you'll see that this is actually a little gnome. So you can earn gnomes, because why wouldn't they be gnomes if you're earning things on my mum's website? So you can earn yourself a whole range of gnomes by doing certain activities on the site. So the more you get involved, the more achievements and activities you're going to earn throughout that. So points and activities that will lead you to achievements on the site. Again, very much like Facebook, you can see timeline, profile, photos, groups that they're in, things like that, and you'll be able to connect with them. Now, on the left-hand side here, this is actually giving you a bit of an indicator of how you would earn points or how you'd level up. So there's different community levels. So if you want to find out how to level up, have a look on the left-hand side quickly there, and you'll see all of that. Because we want to keep it a safe space, and there might be people in the community who possibly don't get on, we wanted to give you the full control to make sure you could have the best experience that you can have on the site. So if there's someone that you maybe don't get on with, you're not interested in seeing their stuff, you can block them. It's not because we want to encourage that, it's just in case that comes up. We wanted to have that safeguard in place. Now, obviously, the live streams button up at the top is taking you back to the home page where you're going to see the live stream that's currently happening. And then we're going to go into what's new is your timeline. Groups, this is where all of the activities happen around specific topics. So if you're into gardening or crochet, or maybe you like papercraft or knitting, you can go and join these groups. They're all open, so you can go and join them and have a conversation and share your interests and maybe your patterns and pictures of the stuff that you're currently working on at the moment, and you'll be able to go through and join them. I've seen the Coffee Addicts one was already active this today with people trying to get hold of coffee, and I did see Mum sharing some Bitmoji coffees in there as well. So Really, really exciting there. We haven't populated it yet, but we wanted to show you where it was. There is an events tab at the top here as well, which will take you to a full events calendar. So there are no events on here, but once there are, you can view them in a list view, a month view, or a day view, and you can actually add them directly from here into your own calendar. So if there's an event coming up that my mum decides she's going to put on here that she thinks is interesting for the community, maybe it's the carnival dates, maybe it's a conference or a seminar that's coming up, maybe it's a voting deadline even might be a good use of this for you, mum, to make sure that people are on and they'll be able to click through to get to the tickets or to the voting site accordingly. There's also a few other bits here because I've zoomed in, my menu bar has become smaller, so you can click through and see the members on the site. Now, obviously, some people have updated their profiles already, and because it's only day one, some people haven't had a chance. Please do jump in, get a photo on there. We like to know who the people are and who we're connecting with. But you can add people and send them messages as well. So do get to know the other people on the site and have a conversation with the people who are there. You can talk to them in groups, but once you get to know someone and you want to connect with them, then please do connect with them and have a conversation. You can use that messenger tab, just like we mentioned before. The shop section will be pre-populated later. These are going to be suggestions and recommendations of things that you might want. If you see that Lynn is using bits and pieces that you're interested in, then you might be able to go and have a look over there and see it. And then there's obviously the points and rewards section here that shows you the levels. And I'm currently working on my level 1 community, which all I've got to do is go and comment on a post now to earn that first level. So it's quite simple. It's quite familiar to what you would be used to from using Facebook if you've been on Facebook, which I know a lot of the community has come from Facebook. But that's basically a very quick whistle-stop tour and walkthrough. I can see people getting excited. I can see Andrew getting excited over here about points make prizes, aka gnomes and balls of wool. Amazing. Richard's loving the groups already over there as well. And also people needing to add their photos. Okay, brilliant. So I'll just quickly jump there. I'm going to unmute you, Mum, so that you can get involved again on the side there. But I'm going to go and show people how to do that really, really quickly. So if we go over to our profile here, just click onto your picture in the top right and then go to profile. And then here, you literally click on your profile picture here and it pops up and you can select a file here to do an upload. It will then upload it onto your profile picture. It'll ask you to crop it as well. You can just select the whole thing if you've got a square picture ready to go. But it's a way that you can actually get your picture on there. You can also do the same for your cover picture. So the header picture, as you would have normally on Facebook, select your file and upload it, and then it's there to go. So super, super simple to do that. And then once you've got it set up, it'll just display as you would expect here. So if you wanted to edit the cover picture, for example, here, I'll show you on mine because I know I can find a picture super quickly on my desktop to get this. He says mistyping it.
I see. Kaz says coffee addict, she's in.
One of my hard drives is apparently ejected. That's why I can't find it. So for now, I'll just pick a random picture. But if I select this picture, what it will do, it will say it's updated successfully. And then when I go back to view my profile, you'll see that my picture has updated here. Same here with your profile picture. If I click this and click to select my file from my computer, the pictures here, that are the ones I usually use. So when it comes up to this section, the reason it might not have saved is because you actually have to select like this and make sure that you've selected the part and then hit crop, and then it will save. That might be why your picture hasn't saved at this point. And then obviously if I go back to my profile, it will have updated my profile picture as well. So it's as easy as that to do it. So just make sure everybody's got it.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Becky. Becky in from the States there. I'm glad she said who it was, because when they're using usernames, I don't know who some of these people are, but I do know them because they're normally in my broadcasts under their own names.
Yeah, so really quickly, because Tegan's asking about YouTube, the way that the video is run on the homepage of the website is actually a YouTube embed. So this is also going to answer Yvonne's question from earlier on. The username that's showing here isn't directly related to the website because it's currently a Google login to access the chat over here. This is something that we're going to be working on and looking at, but obviously we needed to get the first iteration of the site up and live, and then we'll be able to do this. I can see someone asking about replays. So the replays will be in that section on the left-hand side of the normal feed if you wanted to go back and watch them back.
Right. So I can't see all those comments, Tristan. I can see. So how, I'm a bit confused where the comments are all coming in.
You'll have these. So they're coming in. So I've got a selection. If I select here, so this comment is coming in off of the main page, so off the YouTube conversation that's happening on the home of the website. I'm just going to hide the site for a minute. And then if I select up here, this is one from Facebook. If you look at the profile pictures, it shows a little icon to show you which site it's come through from.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah.
You can see that happening now?
Yes. So I can see, because I can't see everybody who's come in, but I can see Patricia saying hello to Yvonne. So yeah. Okie dokie.
So currently, there's a question in here from Tegan. So it is currently live on the website, which is a YouTube. So you won't be able to go to YouTube and find it. You'll be able to see it on the YouTube on the website because it's not listed on YouTube per se, but it is a YouTube video. So you'll be able to see YouTube on the site, but it is currently on Facebook. Now, the way that we've got this set up means that actually as we slowly migrate this fully to the site, because we want people in the community to connect with one another at a deeper level without fighting Facebook's algorithms, because I don't know about you, but if you've ever wondered why some people see things and other people don't, it's literally to do with the algorithm on Facebook. This way, Mum is in control of that whole algorithm of what's seen, who's connected and accessed, and she wants to be able to see all of that and not miss any of it. So bringing it across, we could stop the Facebook stream now. We're not going to today, but we could stop it now and it would still be live on the website, which once everybody's migrating across, that will make sense that we want people on the site consuming it here. And obviously over time, the video player and the chat will evolve with that as well.
Right. Wags Vectis has gone incognito tonight, and I am a bit confused as to who that is. So they've done a good job there. Maria's just come in over here, and Kaylee's off to bed. She catch the replay. Okay, night, Kaylee. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for your nice comments. She was the one who wanted coffee and had run out of coffee earlier. Hence why I found the Bitmoji cup of coffee.
I did see that pop up in the media library and wondered why there was a Bitmoji of coffee appearing on the site, and then I knew that it would be from you. So
that would be why. Yes. So, folks, I'm going to have a lot to learn. Tristan's going to have to guide me through this because, as I say, I can see some comments at the moment. I don't know where I'll be able to see other comments. And of course, I haven't got a desktop in front of me like I will have one day when I get home. So there we go. Wags Vectis. Now, I don't know whether the Vectis is giving it away because I have a friend called Humpty Vectis, but I don't know. No, I'm not sure who that is. So they are, this is not good when I don't know who's there. Maybe. There we are. Look, Coffee Nut says if we need coffee, she's got loads there. Yeah, but she's in the States. That'd take a while to get here, wouldn't it?
It's going to take a little while to ship that. So as someone who enjoys a bit of coffee, definitely going to take a while to do that. So just for everybody, Mum is still getting used to this because obviously it's quite a big change from just doing it in one place. She's using StreamYard, which she mentioned at the beginning, which is an amazing way to stream to multiple places. But she's also live on YouTube and Facebook and obviously her website technically all at the same time. So we're going to talk through that separately. The only reason she didn't get that little walkthrough today was I was up to the minute on making sure that intro video got all the way to finished so that it was also had time to upload as well. So I was frantically doing that all the way up until the last minute to make sure that got done. So she will obviously have a chance to jump on and play and test this, and no doubt she'll do a couple of random live streams ad hoc on the site. So if you see her live on the front page, jump in and support her as well while she's testing it so that she can see what's happening.
It's a very steep learning curve, I think. I felt very nervous tonight.
Well, I've no doubt I had you earlier on today in Clubhouse talking about encouraging people to get on with it and do it, because if you're doing it at 70, there's no excuse for anyone else. So I thought, you know, Mum's there, she's ready to be thrown in the deep end. So yeah, really, really good. Someone's asking, is the site castable to Chromecast? I don't know, I haven't done it. I don't actually use Chromecast at all.
Andrew
in
says
fact,
you can. Andrew says you can underneath
says
that.
you can. Oh, okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
So technically, in theory, you should be able to do that. Like Toby would be probably the better of the sons to speak to about that, because he's used Chromecast and I don't really use it. So
He was in the kitchen just now, but he's gone again. Somebody's suggesting that Wags might be Steve-O. Steve-O, is that you? Have to send me a message. So now might be a good time to thank Mark. I don't know if Mark and Ruby are in the house. I don't, because I can't see everybody, and I don't know all the names either. But I would like to thank Mark Mears for being our first sponsor here. So you know, Mark does and I can vouch for his work, because he's done work at my place before we were in lockdown. He did some work for me, but he's property maintenance and does all sorts of things, and I know that Sarah has had him round to her place to do something recently as well. So thank you very much, Mark, for jumping in and being our very first sponsor. We do appreciate that, because it means that you know, we can keep all this going. You know, so you want to say more about
obviously that? Yeah, so obviously you'll have caught that at the beginning. There's the audio that you heard is actually from an awards ceremony where Mum was named as a tourism ambassador, and it does cost money to do this sort of thing, to do the live stream, to have the data, the connection, to build the website, to keep the servers running, to have access to the tools to be able to do the live streaming. Yes, there's sponsorships and partnerships in place, but obviously Mum does this out of the goodness of her heart. So there is an opportunity to get involved and to support that. And a few of the ways that you can do that, which is actually a really nice segue. So if you haven't had a chance already, go and give Mark a quick follow and a thank you over there for getting involved. And what I will do is, in the comments, I'm going to drop the link, which will come from Mum. So his link should go out onto YouTube and Facebook simultaneously now, so it should be in the comments. If you want to go check it out and support Mark as a thank you for being involved, the link is now down there for you to go and check out. The sponsorship is we've made it super affordable. It's literally just to cover the cost of making the streams possible. Mum streams pretty much every night, 10 p.m. And obviously she's got the data and electric and all the stuff that's involved in running those streams and the lighting and all of those bits, and also running the website. So if you wanted to find out about it, if you're looking at the website, so if you're on golivegranny.com, you'll see up at the top, there's a little black box. So no matter whether you're on mobile or desktop, there's a bit at the top which you'll see Mark's details flashing across, which you can actually click on and they'll load out a separate tab. Now, if you're on mobile, obviously it will load over the top, so maybe you'll check it afterwards. But there's also one that says sponsoring a month of live streams, and that gives you all the details if you did want to do that. It's a great way to get some extra exposure for your business, or maybe you've got a charity or a cause that you want to raise awareness of. It comes with mentions in the streams, it comes with shares across social, and it comes with some placement on the site. You might have noticed when we were looking at the site, there are some square boxes with images in, which currently talk about sponsoring the live stream. And you might also have noticed that there was something else there. I'm not sure if anyone's quick enough when I was scrolling through to see what it was. But I'm going to quickly bring this up. Did somebody say merch in your broadcast the other day?
They might have done. Yes, I'm pretty sure they did.
So one of the things that you may or may not have noticed on the site when we were scrolling through, which I'll very quickly bring back up for you. Let's bring this up. Just got to quickly go back to a screen share here. So you might notice in the top left-hand corner of the site, you'll see a scrolling banner, which has got a Go Live Granny bag on it. So you can actually currently order a Go Live Granny bag. And the amazing news is it's created by an amazing company down on the Isle of Wight. So if you click that, it will take you out into another place where you can get a Go Live Granny bag as a way to support the cause that is Go Live Granny and the live streaming that she's doing here as well. So there's an opportunity to do that. And there will be lots more bits and pieces coming on that merch side as well. We had a big list. I think it was 42 recommendations of merch, 48.
48.
So
And thank you to Richard, because Richard went back through the broadcast where everybody was putting in their ideas, and he listed those all down to save me the job of going back to find all those 48 suggestions. Thank you, Richard.
amazing. Thanks, Richard, for doing that. And I got that as a big long list and some photos, I think it was, that I got sent of the written out notes. So there's Mark has helped to make this first set of streams possible. So Mark's obviously in there for the month. Now we are, to make it affordable, allowing 2 people to have that. You'll notice at the top where it says about sponsoring, there's actually 2 ads that happen above the live stream every single night throughout the month. And then there's also the square ones that are happening around the site as well. So as people are spending time on the site, it's an opportunity for you to get your business, brand or cause in front of them. And of course, Mum will be also posting and talking about you, no doubt, across the socials as well. So a good opportunity to get involved over there as well.
Jolly good. Ruby saying, Mark says it's a pleasure and wishes us great success. Thank you. There we go. I hope some people are in taking screenshots too. They usually do. We usually get a lovely lot of screenshots at the end of this. So,
some nice comments coming in on the side there.
Yeah, on the Facebook, which is what the bit I can't see unless you pull it up. Thank you, Heather. That's lovely. Thank you. There we go. That's it. Lovely. So, keep them coming. So
I've just seen Andrew saying he can only see the countdown timer. So the way it should display on mobile is you should have the ad at the top, and then you should have the video, and then you should have chat below. It may be that you've just scrolled really far down the page, but when you first load the page, it'll be there at the top. And obviously it's a work in progress to make it a better experience for everyone and to make sure that it's there and visible all the way through. So Andrew, if you want to scroll up and have a little look, if you're on mobile, that'll be how you'd access that.
Andrew also wondered whether we could have a link. He put in the comments, could we have a links page? That's another idea to go on that list. I don't think that was on. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. So when you say links, is this links off to different bits and pieces within the site, or is this stuff that you're talking about externally?
He just put links page. So Andrew, would you like to clarify what you meant? I can see Carol's in. Hello, Carol. Oh, he's on his laptop. Andrew's on his laptop.
Okay, I'll have to connect with Andrew and have a conversation and have a look, because obviously I've tested it on 3 different monitor sizes here, and obviously it's impossible to see all of them all in one go. So we've obviously got it to where it needs to be live now, and he's obviously been in the comments, so he's obviously accessed it at some level. So we can definitely, the worst case scenario is you could actually click through and comment at YouTube. But I've actually noticed, so between you and me, even YouTube Live, when I watch church on a Sunday in Elevation in America, that's a full-size video and the chat is actually off the bottom of the screen. So if you want to be involved in the chat, you can't see the video. So even YouTube haven't nailed it on their own interface. So the mobile version for them is much better. So maybe that's part of it.
Oh, Andrew's saying links to different shops we can visit and different links we can chat about. It could be that we could have the Amazon. I don't know. Can we do Amazon links or that sort of thing? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, so we could. One thing we could do. I know that you spotted a slight bug on the site, on our site, when you went to it earlier. But if I I'm going to quickly bring mine up. Maybe something along the lines of this. So I'm just going to quickly take the banner down. Wrong one. So something like this, where you could have some details about the people and then have a button to go and visit it. We might be able to build something like this, where it would literally just be whether that's shops or retailers or whatever it is up here, and then you'd be able to have a bit more detail. So it's not just a link, because anyone who wasn't on the conversation that you've shared a link to, it doesn't make any sense. So we want to give some context.
Yes. Okay. Excellent.
So yeah, we can look at something like that. So yeah, all these recommendations are super important, and obviously make sure that after the broadcast to make sure that Mum's got them, because I know she scribbles down notes throughout the broadcast, but go and also send them into her inbox. Make sure that she's got them in her inbox on Facebook, or you can message her on the platform now. So you can drop her a message on the inbox there, and then she can have them all neatly in one place.
I think my knitting is going to be taking a back seat for a while. Never mind. Oh, Carol wasn't sure if she could be seen, but Kath has confirmed that we can see Carol's comments there.
Yeah, I can definitely see the comments coming up here. So just to be clear, for anyone who came in a bit late, it is technically a YouTube embedded video. So whether you're actually watching it on YouTube or watching it on the site, the chat is exactly the same. It's the exact same chat on the website as it is on the YouTube if you click through to it. So the functionality will be the same. So if you think YouTube has a better interface at the moment, jump through and feel free to use it there, because obviously we want to make it the best experience, and it's something we're ever evolving as we move forwards.
Kath is saying, when you connect with members, how is that different to not being connected?
So with regards to being connected to members, if you're connected to them, you'll be able to message them as well. So I'm obviously an administrator of the site, which is why I've got the access to do that. It should be, and it might have taken a minute to kick in because we've just done some updates to the site, but it should be that you can only message people that you're connected to, again, for that safety of only getting messages from people you want to get messages from. So you can connect with the people you want to, and you don't have to connect to anyone you don't feel that you want to connect with.
Which is fine, because not everybody gets on with everybody, but we, if that works fine. That sounds good. Kath wants my Amazon wish list and a payment bit where money donated goes through to Lynn to do with as she wishes. So, over to you on that one.
We did have a conversation about this, and originally we were going to use paypal.me, which just would allow you to just go and pick a number and put it in and donate accordingly like that. It's something we're building into the site, because paypal.me has actually completely changed how it works. And I only found that today on launch day that they changed it. I went through the process of all the buttons today and it didn't work. So I went through that, and it wasn't a good experience from my side. So we're trying to build a better solution. With the Amazon wish list, that's going to be quite an easy thing we'll do. It will be a button that you'll click and it will take you to Amazon wish list, because there isn't, unfortunately, a way for us to embed it as a wish list at the moment. It's a bit more complicated. So it'll be something that will come later, but you'll be able to click through to a wish list. I know that Mum has been working away on a wish list over there as well. So definitely bringing the wish list across. And with regards to donation, that will literally be there'll be a way to do that so that it will literally go straight through and be earmarked, so that obviously Mum's got access to it. So if it's not a particular thing you want to do, and maybe it's a different amount of money you just wanted to support, because she has running costs of, mobile phone bill, the electric to run everything. Those are all costs that it takes to run the Go Live Granny site and everything that she's already been doing for a number of years. So she's been very blessed in the fact she's had a lot of sponsorships and partnerships. But obviously, if people want to, that'd be great. A direct to donation page, yeah, absolutely. Putting in a donations page would be good. Right. I did see Sarah asking about chatting on the website. So with regards to chatting, if you want to talk directly to a member, it's through messages. If you wanted to talk to each other, use the groups and communities where it makes sense. If you want to talk about coffee, I'm actually literally drinking coffee, yes, at this time of night, but it gives me an opportunity to go and have a conversation with someone in that group or community to message.
Right, okay. Sorry, I was trying to see if I could see any Facebook comments over here. Right. Tried several times to put a photo on her profile, but it comes up error. Is there a size of photo used?
Yeah, so this is something we discussed when we were on our last call before we did the testing this evening, was obviously relation to the cost of running the site. Obviously, we're allowing people to post pictures in the first instance to see how it's used and how it works, but it actually costs money for all of the images that are going through the site and being stored. So there is a file size limit. I can't remember exactly what it is. I think it's 5 megabytes. So a quick tip, if you don't know how to do it any other way, is actually, if you have WhatsApp, you can send a picture to yourself in WhatsApp and download it again, and it will be a smaller file and you'll be able to upload it.
Okay, I can see the Facebook comments now on. I've got another gadget. This wonderful Amazon Fire that was donated by Andrew, Richard, and Sarah. So that's actually helping the community as well, because it means I can see them now. Sally had a lot of problems getting on. She said when she tried to get on the website, she had to sign into Google first and then got to my page and she had an unknown error come up.
The only sign into Google that is required on the site is to access the chat of YouTube, because it's a YouTube chat that's happening on the website. It would be no different on any other form of chat that you would somehow have to log into it. It's just that we're currently using YouTube chat embed because it's the best that we can put in at this stage.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Tristan. Wait a minute. Some of them they're totally confused. Do you know what? I'm quite confused as well by everything. I'm learning. We're learning on this journey together, and you know, it's a learning by discovery. I think trial and error, isn't it, Tristan? So yeah, absolutely.
So here's a really poignant question. Someone's asking: is the Facebook staying or getting closed? Now, obviously, I talk about this because I teach and train in social media. Social media is a fertile but borrowed land. We have zero control over what happens at Facebook. I wouldn't advise closing it though, because of course you're still going to meet new people. We're still going to put some content there. There's still a place that people can find and connect. But obviously the primary place for people to connect and get the most value from the community is on golifegranny.com. So that's not going away. It's just that there'll be even more value here. If you imagine you're going to get a snapshot there and you're going to get everything here. So if you want to make sure you're not missing out on anything, make sure you're signed up to golifegranny.com.
Something interesting here. Glennis has said, so you have subtitles. Wow, so good. As I've watched it every night but cannot hear, being profoundly deaf.
Incredible. So in theory, you should have been able to get subtitles across both. The difference is if you hit play on YouTube on the website, it will start without the audio on, and therefore will automatically put subtitles on, whereas Facebook is not doing the same thing on a live environment. So they both have subtitling, and there's a way for people to access that across both platforms. However, on YouTube, it's much more user-friendly to access it in the very first instance.
Right. So I have not said hello to a lot of people because I haven't been watching the comments both sides. See, I'm on a steep learning curve. I've got to work out how.
I'm going to jump out for 5 minutes and give you the broadcast back to say hello to a few people, and then I'll come back and join you.
Okay, so you're listening in case I get stuck.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just jumping off camera.
Yeah. Okay. So, folks, you can see that for me, I don't know half the answers. I'm learning with all of you. And if I haven't said good hello to you, I'm ever so sorry. Hello, Joe, joining by request of Tristan. Hello, Joe. Nice for you to come. Nice to see you here. So I'm
just jumping in quickly. Hi, Joe. Thanks for jumping in. I think Joe has come through from the StreamYard community. So maybe now's a good time to do your StreamYard shout out again.
Yeah. So very, very grateful to StreamYard and those who run StreamYard for making this sort of thing possible. And I'm on a big steep learning curve. So you know, be gentle with me, folks, if I don't get it right first time. So thank you. That's good if Joe's come in from there. It's always lovely to have all these new connections. Chantel was saying, what are sponsors? I'm not quite sure whether she got the detail of that. Sponsors are people who donate to help with the running costs or support in some way. So for example, I had a local business on the Isle of Wight who, when my phone broke 2 years ago or was about to die, which meant I wouldn't be able to do any more live streams because that's all I had, they jumped in and they bought me a phone, which meant I could continue live streaming, and still live streaming on that 2 years later. Very, very grateful to that local business for their support. I've given right, yes. So that was. So it might either be a product or it might be a donation to support the costs, the running costs, because obviously Tristan explained there are lots of various costs to doing this, and of course the more involved we get, obviously more costs come in. So let's have a look and see. Hello, June. I can see June in. I can see Sally. Sally's watching it through Facebook. lots of you coming in through Facebook. Crystal's in there on Facebook. Janice as well. She's saying it's looking fab. Yes, and Tegan's saying just getting used to it. It's like anything new. You always have to learn new things. And, you know, this is a big leap for me. I'm on, as I say, a very steep learning curve, because I know that I'm not going to get everything right straight away. But, you know, bear with me. Be gentle with me. Right. Yvonne's on Facebook there. She's saying, Tristan, you're very clever, and Lynn is very lucky to have you to teach. I most definitely am. But also, big shout out to Louisa, because it was actually Louisa who built most of the website, and then Tristan backing her and doing other things and coming in with all the techie bits. But she was the one who came up with the idea of having the little balls of wool as rewards, and the gnomes and that sort of thing. And, you know, I didn't know how this was all going to work. And then Tristan launched his own website a week ago, and it's on the same lines as this. And suddenly I could see how those rewards stacked up. You know, if you chat with people and you do different things, you get rewards. And then be careful, folks, because you might get 5 points deleted. I mean, of course, I'm not technical. Sorry, I'm not competitive at all. No, but I am top of the leaderboard on his site. when I was top of.
Not anymore. You got bumped yesterday.
No, I went again today. I think you'll find I'm back up.
I'm going to check your stats. I'll come back.
No, you know, but it's all a bit of fun. A bit of competitive fun never hurt. But I put something up and it didn't post, and so I did it again and it posted. So I deleted the bit where it was just a blank page, and it took 5 points off my total. So be careful, folks. If you're going to delete anything, be careful. You'll lose points. And if you're competitive, because I'm not quite sure what we're doing with the prizes. This is all part of it. I think points might mean prizes. I have to find out more about all this. Right. Tegan didn't know how to put pictures up yet. She's only managed to put the profile picture up and the cover. Excellent. Tegan, we're going to talk, everybody. We're going to help you through this.
I can see on the side here, Andrew's a big fan of having the monthly leaderboard with the points. And yes, you are. You're 20 points in the lead on our site if you exclude all other administrators. I'm
not surprised, because Andrew was there, you know, and I knew he would be the first one on the site. He was so keen, and not that doesn't mean other people weren't keen and eager, but if you'd have asked me who would be the first one there, I would have put my money on Andrew, and he was. But not by much. Bless him. So wait a minute. There's Patricia in. Marianne saying her computer is so old it rejects new things. There we go. Tegan's thinking it's cool that I'm live on YouTube as well as on Facebook. She's loving that. Right, and I'm seeing something there. If anyone does want, it's a shout out from Ruby for Mark. Yeah, if anybody does want jobs done on the island, Mark is very reliable and a very good carpenter, decorator, and general handyman. Be great if you gave him a try. Absolutely, but I've got some jobs first. I'm lining up. When I'm back and it's okay for him to come in, I've got some jobs lined up already, because I know he's a great worker. I'm just going to jump on this question about getting to YouTube. If you want to get to the YouTube and actually access it on YouTube instead of the site, if you go to the website and you literally click on the video and go to it will say view on YouTube, so you can watch it from there. Right. Okay. Chantel says she's not tech savvy. She's confused with technology. Well, I get very confused with technology, Chantel. We'll learn together. So there we go. It's keeping us up to date with the technology. We will learn soon. Absolutely, Maria. We'll all learn together. You know, is the you already answered that about the Facebook page staying, or is it getting closed? So that was 7 minutes ago. I'm behind with the comments. Hang on, let's scroll up. You won't be on the site. Computer is too old and can't handle the new stuff. Oh dear, Marianne, sorry about that. Good evening, Jackie. Jackie's in. Tristan, I have no idea why on Facebook the comments all come in the wrong order. Jackie said that's exactly why you're migrating. Yeah, Jackie said good evening 46 minutes ago, and then we've got a comment there of Joe coming in 8 minutes ago, and then in between all sorts of different numbers of minutes, you know. So
I can see Sarah here vouching for Mark as well. He's done some work for Sarah as well.
yes, he went round and did something the other day. Yes, I knew that he'd done a job for. So excellent. There we go. I got to, okay. I'm just scrolling. Right, hang on. Oh, Ailey's got in finally, because she was really struggling earlier on. Ailey's in Scotland, and very struggled very much to get in earlier. Tegan's saying, is there a delay in YouTube comments coming up on here?
So the comments coming into here should come through to us at the time you post them, but they'll come away from YouTube. You're about 30 to 40 seconds behind the actual live that we're broadcasting. So you might feel like there's a delay. And with them coming up on screen, they don't automatically come up. We are actually bringing them up.
Right, yes. So this is where I've got so much to learn. When Tristan's not there, what am I going to do? I'm sure he'll teach me. Yes, Caroline's saying, Caroline's delighted that we're on more than one place. Catherine is in. Hello, Catherine. Nice to see you. Linda's in. Tracy's in, saying nice things. Heather's saying hello. She's got here. Well done, Lynn, and everyone that has helped you get to where you are now. Absolutely. So there we are. All sorts of, some of these are very old comments that I'm reading now. They're all muddled up, which is obviously a good reason why we are moving over and making my life much easier. So now, was there something else? I'm trying to think if there was something else I had to mention. I tell you what, I got my buttons. Lots of people have been admiring my cardigan, and I finally got my buttons to sew on. Let me show you my buttons, just because we have to mention some form of knitting or something tonight. We can't have a launch. Oh, I can't get the bag open. Hang on, folks. So here we go. So these are the buttons that are going on my, but I couldn't sew them on because my needle's too big. So I got to borrow a needle from my daughter-in-law to put these buttons on. And then tomorrow I can button my cardigan up. There we go. Okay, that was just a little aside for now, because you can't have no knitting mentioned. But no knitting's happened today because I've been too busy learning about a new website. So I think, Tristan, also that somewhere along the line we want to have something to do with the charities somewhere on the page. So I'm not quite sure how that will materialize and how that one will pan out. So
we can showcase those in the same way we do with the tools on our website. So where we had the video at the top, so they'll be able to record a video and put that in. I have noticed, someone did mention about the audio. I think that we've got to change a setting on your end, because of course you're on a mobile. And we forgot to do that before you came in. So there's a slight clipping sound happening on my end, which someone mentioned that they've noticed as well. But again, learning curve, and moving forwards, we'll get that resolved going into the next broadcast. Yeah, I'm just going to say hello to a few more people. They've been in for ages, but I've just spotted them. I don't know if I said hello to Tina, to Rachel, to Marissa, to Catherine. Lots of my regulars and one or two new people coming in there as well. Lovely to see. And of course, have we got to share? Yeah, I presume people can carry on sharing. So we'll be adding, you can share most things from the website. Literally, you can take the URL and post it anywhere. And it will obviously drive people back to here. We are adding some additional share functionality to the site. I have noticed a couple of friends from the StreamYard community coming in. You've got another listener in Scotland today. Nice to see you, Stuart. Good to see you in. Is he in Scotland, Stuart? Yeah. Oh, well, Ailey's in Scotland and Andrew's in Scotland. So there we go. We've got quite a... yeah. And isn't Stuart one who I was buying with on your website for points? Yes, I think so. Yeah, Stuart's got a lot of time on his hands though, so be careful. You're onto a. Don't tell him, because you're live and he might go and get some points and overtake you. That's all right. I stay up half the night. I can overtake him in the night. Oh dear, oh dear. So lovely, So all in all, folks, what sort of are you pleased with? I hope. If you're not pleased, well, tell us. But if you are pleased, tell us too. This is Posh and Fancy and like a TV show. Posh and Fancy. There we go.
What do you think? What's anybody else saying? Let's have a look. Are there any more comments coming up there? Can't see. Oh, wait a minute. Let's have a look. Right, hang on. More Scottish clan joining. Andrew's pleased about that. It's a lot clearer on the chats and no delay, she's saying. That's Sarah. And Kath's missing those members who are on Facebook instead tonight. Yes.
So that's because you're in two places where people are asking about the comments. The reason you're doing that is because we're streaming into two different places. What's happening is we can see the comments of Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I'm actually going to, do you mind if I do a quick share of where we are and what we're on?
No,
and I can share this screen. It's going to be super weird for a minute though, because we're going to do a stream of the screen we're in, which is going to be very, very strange for a minute. And you'll get this. So this is, if you've never used StreamYard before, this is literally a look under the hood of how we're doing the broadcast. So what you can see on the side here is the chat panel that we're in. So someone who said that it was a bit like watching a TV show, it really is, because you can see down at the bottom, you've got the two videos. We can take people in and out. So I'm going to remove you just for a second, Mum, to show. I can actually click here and remove her from the broadcast and bring her back in. So we can do this same way I keep disappearing, but talking from the background. I can actually hand over where I put my mum full screen, but you can still hear me, and then I can bring her back in. And also all the comments that you're talking about are all happening down the side here. So when you see all those comments coming through, I can click here and bring them in, and you'll see them appear on your screen in the live broadcast. So this is StreamYard that we've just posted a link out to. So if you didn't see it, it's down there on the Facebook and the YouTube feed, and you'll be able to check it out if you wanted to go check it out as well.
Ailey just gave me 10 out of 10. She's one of our Scottish members, and perhaps I'm not quite sure why she gave me 10 out of 10. What was it for? Bringing in lots of people or getting her name right? I know that she's very few people get her name right. Now it's the Scottish for Helen.
I was going to say, isn't she Helen?
Bring it back. Can you bring up the comments again so people can see her name? So I want everybody to learn this. This is your homework for tonight. Learn how to say Ailey's name. So I had no clue how to say it. She told me it was Scottish for Helen, but one night my brother was in my broadcast with me, and she explained it, and he got it, and he worked out it said it was Ailey. So he reminded me that my auntie is Auntie Aileen. We had an Auntie Aileen, and if I just knocked the N off, I would remember it, and I have remembered it ever since. And now I'm trying to help other people learn it. There you go. So a little education, inspire, educate, and entertain. That's the three things I go for. So there we go. We've done a bit of each. I hope we've done a bit of each. Have we inspired anybody? I hope
we're getting some really good feedback over here. Obviously, the audio, there's a little bit of a tech issue going on, which we're aware of. I like this. This is a challenge. Who gets the best points and highest points so that they can beat each other? I've seen Andrew on the side. This broadcast is much better. It's not jumping or stopping, and no more name is watching 10 times, etc.
So did you know when we were watching Facebook, it will suddenly say I might have Sarah in with me in the broadcast, and then all of a sudden it says Sarah is watching, Sarah is watching, Sarah is watching, Sarah is watching. That's what he's referring to. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we can bring in comments from both platforms. So Maria's just saying she could see Andrew's comments coming up on the screen. If you look at the face when we bring it up, if I flick between two, so this one is a Facebook comment, you can see the Facebook logo. And then if I jump across to Andrew's, you can see that he's actually commenting on YouTube, which is the website. So if you're commenting on the website, it classes it as YouTube because it's a YouTube embed.
Right, yeah.
That's what your 10 out of 10 was. There you go.
There we go.
It's for the new site.
All right, excellent. There we go. Thank you. So it's not me that gets the 10 out of 10 then, it's you and Louisa.
There's one comment here about how do I change my YouTube name? So I'm just going to quickly address that one. That's to do with your Google account that you're logging into YouTube with. So that is not anything on our end. That's all on YouTube's. So it's the YouTube account that you're logged into and the channel name that's coming through from there.
Can she change it though?
You'd be able to go and change it in your Google settings. You'd be able to make some changes there.
Yeah, and Andrew wants to say, can people still join the stream and be on camera?
They absolutely can. Would somebody like to join on the side here?
I bet Andrew would. No, I bet Andrew would like to jump in.
Okay, I'm not going to drop it in the side because that causes all sorts of chaos. What I'm going to do, Andrew, is I'm going to message you on the website. So if you're on the Go Live Granny website, you'll get a message in your inbox any second now.
So will you knock me out to bring him in, or how does it work?
No, I can remove myself and you and Andrew can talk for a minute.
All right, okay. Righty ho, that's good. So, gosh, I've got all this to learn. I don't know how I'm going to cope with it because at the moment I'm watching 3 screens. So I presume it's much easier if you're sitting in front of a desktop. Yep. Yes, he's nodding. I think that's a yes. Okie dokie.
Sorry, so for the best audio experience, if you've got multiple people on screen, if you're not talking, I'm actually muting myself because obviously I'm typing and you don't want to hear my typing in the background.
No, like if I was knitting, he wouldn't want to hear my knitting needle.
So Andrew, you should have a message on the website now. If you want to make sure before you join, though, please make sure that you've closed the tab that has the live stream in it. Otherwise, we're going to get some horrible audio going on. Although he vlogs, so he probably has an idea about that.
Kath is saying this will keep me out of mischief. Oh no, Kath, I think this will get me into more mischief, don't you? Shenanigans. Somebody, I think it was Linda, saw something about the word shenanigans today and she put it in the community, the Go Live Granny community group, because of course that shenanigans is something that always happens around. I can't think why she thought it. She said she saw that and thought of me. Can't even begin to imagine why. So there we go. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, there's more comments. Oh, they're not scrolling. My gadgets are not letting them comments scroll.
So just really quickly, Andrew, if you're still there and you're listening, you've got a message in your inbox with a clickable link that'll bring you to the backstage of the studio.
Vanessa's just come in. This is different from where I was last watched the live stream. Yes, I don't think you've been in for quite a while, Vanessa. And this is the first...
Looks like Andrew's here. You should be able to see him in the bottom of your... Look at the one we're streaming from, and you should be able to see him at the bottom now. No, and I'll bring him in. You won't be able to hear him yet.
I can't
until I do this. Hey, Andrew.
Hi.
Hello. Well, what on earth do you think of this?
Yeah, it's good. As it's like literally like gone from like start of internet right up to really modern.
Right.
Overnight.
Go Live Granny's been modernised.
Yeah, which is good.
There we go.
So it's good you can still add people to like streams and stuff so we can see what people purchase and stuff, so that's still good.
Absolutely, yes. So Tristan, can you get more than 3 in? Could you get 4 in, or
we can have 10 people in here.
Oh wow!
It gets a bit chaotic and a bit noisy and a bit like a family dinner, Mum.
Yeah, oh, right. I understand that. So as I say, Vanessa hasn't been in the broadcast for a while, and she's arrived on the night we've launched the website. So Vanessa, welcome. This is brand new website today. Let's have a look. She's not been very well and she's been quite busy, but lovely to have you here tonight, Vanessa. Brilliant. So let's have a look. So Andrew, do you want to tell us what you've been up to today?
Well, I've been working. I'm now working from home, doing different things for the election in Scotland.
Oh, brilliant.
On a council laptop that I've got. So yeah, just doing things for that. Plus, just generally just checking out the Go Live Granny website, adding pictures, and just generally having fun.
I wasn't surprised you were the first one.
No. I was excited this morning because it's something new. We don't really get new things at the moment. We don't really have anything exciting to do at the moment because obviously lockdown. So it's a good excuse to be excited for something.
Absolutely. I'm not knocking it. I was delighted to see how excited you were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Ailey.
There we go. So, so, you know, you have you been all around the site yet?
Yeah, I've been on Red Site. It's a good wee website, yeah, and I'm sure it will grow and be like super amazing in time.
Oh, there's so much potential, and because because it's a community website, it's being driven by the community. You know, when I asked you for all those ideas the other day, 48 ideas came in.
Wow.
And thank goodness Richard went back through that and wrote them down for
Oh
me.
yeah.
I'll be still doing it, I think.
Mm.
So, yes, so many ideas, as you know, have come through from the community. You know, lots and lots of different ideas. So it's all very exciting. It's very exciting, but I was a bit nervous this evening before I started. I thought, is this all going to blow up in my face? There we go. But let's see. Patricia's saying she's on Facebook, and so is Yvonne, and on your phone and on the website and on your iPad. Oh, right. Okay.
I just want to tell you, Mum, you've made it to the big screen. Look.
Woo!
Where
You've been transferred to the 55-inch TV. Someone's watching you on their big TV.
It's a TV show.
Sarah, take a screenshot of the big screen, please. Sarah's good at doing. Lots of them do screenshots for me. There we go. Right. Well done, Andrew. Andrew's been helping Amy. Look, you know, this is what's so good about this community, Tristan. As you know, they help each other. They really do. It's wonderful. It's amazing. So there we go. What else? What else have we got to tell, Tristan? Anything? I'm going to have.
Sorry, I just removed myself when I wasn't on screen. This time you can't hear me because there's two of you now.
Oh right, okay, right. So I'm going to have some less. I hope you're free in the next 24 hours, because tomorrow night I should not know what to do.
So if anyone notices anything on the website that they want to give some feedback on, the best place to do that is actually Mum's inbox. Sorry to blow up your inbox, Mum, but if there's anything wrong or anything that you want to see or suggestions, Mum's inbox is the place to do that. So everybody should connect with you anyway. So if you connect with her on the site, she'll go and accept you all, and then you'll be able to message her and let her know your thoughts and kind of feedback around the site. Obviously, it's a very early stage build. So yes, we've thought of a lot of things. Yes, we've put a lot of build into it already, but it's still a first build, and we want to improve it with your feedback. So your feedback is always welcome.
Mm-hmm. Sarah's just pinged me a message, which I assume is a picture of us on the 55-inch screen. I'm just trying to look, see if I can. Oh yes, hang on, just a minute. Let's see if I can.
She should post it to her timeline on the website.
Yes. Oh yes, there we are. It's disappeared. It came up at the side of the screen and it's disappeared because I don't know my way how to do these things with the gadgets. I get very confused very easily. So all these people on here who worry about being confused, if they only knew how confused I am, you know, they wouldn't be worried. So there we are. Thank you, Sarah, for sending that. Let me see. I'm trying to find it, but I can't. So Andrew, what's on your agenda the rest of the week? Doing stuff for the elections, I presume.
Yeah, doing stuff for work. Probably don't know what else. Probably I'll do something, but yeah, probably might do some crafting maybe.
Oh yes. What are you doing? Some
probably some hammer bead crafting.
Yeah.
Or I might try and do some stuff for shrink art.
Oh yes, I was going to say, what about your shrink art? Mm-hmm.
And I see Tegan has taken up pixel art, which is really good.
Nice.
That looks very similar to hammer beads.
Right.
However, but with that you don't need to iron. It looks a lot easier and more kid friendly, child friendly. So what Tegan does looks very similar to hammer beads, but
she's been very busy, hasn't she?
She's been made really good designs, and I see.
Did she
and I
say
see, didn't notice, but I see that she's got a book and all different designs, so it looks a really good purchase. What she got, really good value.
Yeah, is it something you're going to have a go at?
Probably not at the moment because I've got like my shrink art and stuff, but it would be something to maybe consider for the future. Yeah,
jolly good. Yeah, okie dokie. Well, I look forward to seeing your shrink art if you've got time to do it with all the protection stuff going on. I must get back and finish. I am so near finishing the cardigan for my granddaughter, and the one with the rainbows on it, and it's such a simple pattern, but because I'm changing the colours, and because it was decreasing, I undone it and undone it, the top bit of it, just the top up here. I don't know how many times. I think I was having a funny 5 minutes, and I should have finished it over the weekend, and I didn't, you know. So I'm going to try and get it tomorrow, if I can, if I'm not learning too much about this. But there you go. You'll see it when it's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure will.
All right. So anybody got anything else? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I can't see all the comments again, so I don't know whether there's any more people coming up with different things. Tristan, I don't know.
I'm still here. Yeah, there's a slow set of comments over here.
Can you mention any of them?
There's not a lot. There's not a lot since I last brought any up. So
I don't want to feel people. I don't want people to think I'm missing them out. I got to learn how to see them all easily. So there we go. Right.
I'm just going to address this. Carol's asking, how come on the website I get no comments but I have to log into YouTube? So if you weren't here at the beginning, Carol, the video and the chat is run through YouTube currently. It's not how it will be long term, but the chat is run through YouTube. That's the only reason you have to log into YouTube there. So it's embedded on the site, but it's technically independent of the site. So even if you're logged into the site, you're still logging in there, and there's no crossover between the two.
Right. I'm just looking. Richard went onto Facebook. He said the sound was slightly better over there. Right.
You're now getting really old comments because that was really early on in the broadcast. So
oh wow. Okay.
So I'm just gonna quickly share here because Sarah thinks she's put her picture up. Sarah, you might want to post it again. What happens is when you upload the picture and it's not super obvious, a little blue bar goes across the middle. If it hasn't fully loaded when you hit publish, only the comment will go up. And I've just looked and I can only see the comment. So if you want to try again and then just give it a minute to load before you hit post, it's got to actually preload the picture before. So basically it's uploading it to the site before you can publish it.
And I think that's what happened when I was on your website and I tried to post something and it was completely blank. And that's when I lost my 5 points.
The only way you find out is by doing, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yvonne's saying you should have an hour's relaxing after this tonight, doing your knitting, Lynn, and chilling with a drink. There we go. Maybe I should, but I might not. I might go on the website. I might go up on the computer instead. There we go. So, are you hoping to see that picture in a minute, Tristan, to share with us? Will you be able to share it?
I was waiting on it.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure it's she thinks all right, okay. Right. Okie dokes.
In fact, I'm gonna do a quick demonstration of that image thing that I was just explaining. I'll just do a quick screen share to show what the situation is with that.
Right.
I'm actually going to reply to Andrew so that you can see it here.
Right, okay.
If I just quickly zoom in so that you get to see a little bit better. So I've already written a comment here and I've selected to upload a picture. So I've attached a photo. Now what I'm going to do, you can drag and drop or click it to add a picture. Well, she's managed to do it now, but I'm going to show you anyway. I'm going to grab the latest picture, which is just a picture of us in the studio. And I'm going to add that. Now, as it goes in, where are we on? It's now bounced down. So there's a blue bar across the middle, loading here. It's not super obvious, which is why you might not notice. When it gets to the end, then you see that little tick. Yeah. When that tick comes up, now it's ready to post. So when I post that, it will add the image underneath. If you haven't let it load, it won't. But it looks like Sarah's worked it out because there we are, up on the TV.
Whoa!
famous at last, Mum. We've made it.
Absolutely. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for that. And I'm sure there will be a lot of screenshots coming in. We do have some very good screenshotters in our group, which is great because it's one of the things that I struggle to do when I'm trying to watch the comments. And you know, it's only going to get worse too, isn't it? And now I've got more comments to watch in different places. Oh no! So there we go. Right. Okay, so how are we doing? I think
so. There's one other thing that is super important for us to come up with and have a conversation about. Is we've obviously talked about people joining the Go Live Granny community, and we've talked about the fact that there's an opportunity for you to sponsor it to help keep these streams going and allow Lynn to do even more of them. We've mentioned about the merch side. So obviously there was merch on there, currently just a bag with the Go Live Granny logo on, but a lot more to come. 48 suggestions came in off of one live stream the other day. Big shout out again to Mark. Thank you so much for sponsoring this broadcast and the coming months. So that's incredible to have you on board. But there's one big question, which is, who else do you think should join the community? So there is actually a way that you can do this. If you go, we quickly load this up. Swap these over. So you can actually, you'll see if you go to your profile, there is an email invite section. If you go to your own profile and you click on email invites, this actually gives you an opportunity to invite people. So put their name in, write their email address in here and personalize a message here. And basically it gives them an opportunity to come over and sign up to the site and to come and join an amazing community having a great conversation. So you can do that here. It's likewise, if you're in one of the groups, so let's just quickly go to one of the groups, one that's particularly relevant to me.
like knitting.
Yeah, specifically the knitting one, obviously. It was right there on the top. So Coffee Addicts.
Nice.
So if I go here and I go to send invites in the bottom of here, this is actually invites within the site.
Right.
So you can actually invite people. So I'm going to invite Andrew across here. I'm not going to bother with a message because I'm live with him now and he knows I'm doing it. And that will send a message to Andrew for him to go and join the group as well. So if there's a group that you think someone should join on the website and they're already on it, you can invite them into here.
Right.
So who do you think should be on the site who isn't currently?
Right. And the thing is, they get points for that, don't they?
Oh, I don't want to give too much away.
Oh, I didn't say anything. I didn't say a word. Don't forget, I'm a teacher and I like to encourage people and help them along. So, where's he gone now? Look, all those Easter eggs. What's this? He's done a time lapse, yeah? Is that me?
So it's my behind the scenes time lapse of us setting all of this up.
Right, excellent, brilliant. So he's not only is he doing our website, but he's also doing content for his own business, which is good because that's what he teaches. Oh, Tristan, do you want to do a plug for your social media group?
Yeah, absolutely. Before we do, I see Yvonne's just asking about Mark, whether he does decorating or just building work. So I'm not sure is Ruby still on the broadcast. If not, we'll have to get a message across there.
I'm not sure, but yes, I'll certainly let her know. Are you there? Ruby?
In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll drop the link to Mark's Facebook page in the comments again. So Yvonne, there'll be a link straight to his Facebook page. Best thing will be to probably drop him a message there.
I'm pretty sure he does. I think it says on his Facebook page that he does.
Yeah. I think so. So with permission from the host over here, I'm going to very quickly show you where Mum has been playing, which is over here. It's a website called in9.media. So this is we've just rebranded and rebuilt our own site as well. Which you may notice looks and feels very similar to the one that you've just been looking at. But we actually do free social media training. We were doing it on a Facebook group, and for the same reasons, we've come away from Facebook to bring it in-house and on our own website. So you can actually come across to our site, literally in9.media, and then you'll be able to join any of the community groups that you want. Some of them are paid and some of them are free, because obviously the nature of our business is we have groups that we run that are paid services, but that free group is and always will be free, and we will never sell to you in that group. So obviously if you see other things you like and you want to buy from us, that's great, but there's never any pressure for anyone to buy, and we've supported a lot of people from Mum's community already. I mean, we've literally I think it was when I was in Australia at the time. I actually had to end up trying to salvage someone's Facebook account at like what would have been 2:00 in the morning my time in Australia, because they'd just been hacked, and 10 minutes later we'd sorted it out. So there's loads of things that we can do.
That was one of our local hotels on the Isle of Wight, wasn't it?
So yeah. So if anyone wanted to get any help with social media, if they've got a business or they want to get any support, the link is just dropping in the comments now, and it's super easy to find as well. It is literally, sorry, Andrew, to obscure you for a minute there. Let's do that. Okay. You can join for free. It's literally in9.media. And it will take you to a page that does come up with the paid options as well, but there's a free option to join the site, and it's not free with the idea of us upselling you. It is, if you want to come in and get that free advice, it's there to be taken. There are some provisos and prerequisites to it, in the fact that there's certain businesses that simply we cannot list on the site because of who our providers are. So it's very few though. It's a very, very niche set of industries that we can't serve on there. But please do come over, check it out if it's something that you're interested in. And also, if you know someone that they might suit, then let them know as well. But it's in9.media, and you can let people know, and you can sign up for free.
Excellent. And yes, so that's good. And it doesn't, you don't have to run a business even, do you? Because it's just learning social media.
Some people, it's about knowing how to comment or how to change your username or how to look things up. Even we teach Google My Business to businesses, but if you listen to those teaching and trainings, it also teaches you how to use the platform, because people who run businesses also need to know how to do their research on the platforms as well.
Mm-hmm. So that's good. So I was just going to say something else and I've forgotten what I was going to say.
Mark does do decorating is the answer.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Ruby. I'm pretty sure it said on his, because I looked at his Facebook page earlier.
Apparently, technology is difficult for oldies, Mum. Looking at you.
Carol, you are younger than me, I am sure. So, you're never too old to learn new things. So take it from one who's learnt and is still learning, and will learn to my dying day, I'm sure. Hopefully that won't be too soon. When I say this will be the death of me, I might not really mean it. So there we go. So have we anything else to add, Tristan? I can't remember.
No, I think that about rounds it up. It was, again, just have a look around the site, give your feedback. We're all ears for that. If you want to invite people, there is a way to email invite them, or you can literally just give them the website address, and they'll obviously be able to sign up there and see what the site's all about. Homepage is where you'll find the live streams regularly at 10 p.m. How it delivers will change over time, and we'll show you over time as well. If you're a member on the site, you'll see stuff in the feed that will tell you what's changing on the website. So I'll get Mum to post regularly in the feed, or I'll jump on as an admin and do that, so that you can see if we update or change something, you'll be able to see it in the feed on the website, so you'll know what's happening.
Sarah was just endorsing the fact that you're never too old to learn. Thank you, Sarah.
Love it.
I was just going to say something. Totally forgotten what I was going to say. Oh dear. No good. So, I know what I was going to say. Normally, when I close the Facebook thing, it gives me an option to save the stuff to my camera roll, but it will be saving elsewhere, won't it?
So the beautiful news for you is that this is actually saving this broadcast. In fact, stupidly, I forgot to turn it on because there's a new setting coming in on StreamYard. That is interesting for anyone here who does. Especially for Andrew, if you ever have this and you have other people on there, this week, I don't know if it's actually live yet, they're bringing in an individual audio track feature so that everybody's audio will record separately, but that's actually on the professional plan. So we might need to look at moving you to that, Mum, so that you can repurpose and reuse it. But it does save it. The minute we end the broadcast, it actually saves the broadcast in StreamYard, and we can download it. And of course, because it's already on YouTube, we've already got it saved there as well. So we've actually got 3 saves the minute we hit stop.
Right. There's 2 more things I've thought of. Well, one is can we have a painting group? Carol's asking. She's done some amazing painting. She started painting in the beginning of the pandemic, I think.
So I think this is a really good opportunity for us to have the conversation around the fact that one thing that we're super conscious to not do is put so many groups on that they become redundant, quiet groups. So we need to get a few people interested in a group. And then what we're actually going to do is Mum is probably going to empower someone to be the person who kind of oversees that group. And she will handpick those people, because it's actually a really big job. Even if you think about the live streaming, Mum is committing at least 7 hours a week to doing that. Plus she prepares for it and things like that. So running of the site takes a massive amount of time and admin. And if you think about the sponsorship that we've put in place is to cover costs. So yes, in principle, it's a great idea, but we have to get enough interest from a few people. So what we might do is we might get Mum to put a post out saying, here's a group we're considering, like it and comment if you're interested. And then of course, if there's a lot of people who want that group, then we'll look at trying to do that. I think that's going to be the best way for us to do that.
Yeah. And then there was the other issue, Tricia, of photographs.
Yes. So we discussed this on the photograph side. We talked about the expense of hosting photographs. Obviously, people are used to having Facebook and loading up whatever they want, whenever they want. Facebook is a massive multi-billion-dollar industry, and it's subsidized by advertising. Obviously, that comes with its pros and cons, and the fact that it's a big commercial entity, which then chooses what you do and don't see. For Mum to be able to do this in a much more community-driven way, we've had a couple of conversations and we're still working out what that looks like. We'd love everybody to be able to post as many pictures all the time as they like. I've actually gifted Mum for Mother's Day a recurring 10,000 images per month, every month on my compression software that we run on our site. However, looking at the usage on today, she's definitely going to be hitting those limits. So we're trying to work out what the best way to work that is. So having a look at those things, which may be that there's a way for us to manage how that's done, number of images you can post, size of images, things like that, that will just help us to manage that. So just be aware that it's an ever evolving thing relating to posting photos. We didn't want to not have it because we think it's key. If you're a crafter, we want to see what you're doing, but we've just got to be super conscious of it. If people start uploading 30 pictures at a time, or I can't remember what the limit is. There is a limit per post, but that doesn't stop someone doing 3 posts in a row. So just be mindful if that does happen. We need to consider on this side, because there's a cost element to running it. And obviously, Mum does it from the goodness of her heart. If someone wants to go in and sponsor that side, we're all ears for that as well. Business or personal, we're definitely open to that. But that'd be good.
Sarah's saying we need a hints and tips page too for advice to share.
Yeah, just seen that. I think that's a really good idea. Again, conscious not to put everything in, because of course it's a big thing already. There's quite a lot to do and to manage already, and things will get added. So if you've said something and it doesn't appear straight away, don't think it hasn't been heard. It'll get put on a list and then they get prioritized. So they have to happen in a certain order, because of course it's a mammoth beast already. I think there's 7 groups or something already live. So there's 7 groups plus 7 live streams a week minimum, plus all the other bits of messaging and admin and seeing if someone reports something. There's you don't even want to know what the admin work looks like on our end.
Would it be possible for me to choose somebody else to admin some of the groups I've already put there?
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, is the hand picking of someone to oversee groups. And what that will be is they would be given like a moderator position, obviously at your discretion. And it is ultimately always going to be your say on it, because it's your website. But those people who have shown to be reliable and things in the community are the people we'll probably pick. So don't jump on the site and expect just to get that, just because you've been in the community for a long time. We need to see that you understand how the community works before we do that. So it's not just because you've followed for 4 years or whatever. Whilst that obviously contributes to it, there's a whole load of things that we need to see. We need to see that you're being nice and kind and supporting other people, as well as having the time to be on the site, because there's no point having a moderator if they don't spend any time on the site. That obviously defeats the point of it.
Hello, Paul McGinley. Is that somebody new, I believe?
Scotland.
It's
one of my friends from Scotland.
Oh, excellent.
Brilliant.
I think Scotland are making they're going to want their
Take
own
over.
group. They're going to want to make their own group, aren't they?
If you can get enough people on, we can open a Scotland group.
There we go. Ruby's talking about time when we can meet up. Hopefully it won't be too long away, Ruby. I think as they release the lockdown, obviously we can do outside meeting. We'll be able to do outside things to start with. But we just have to wait and see what they say.
So I just wanted to address something that Tegan just brought up here. Obviously, I'm on a professional mic setup, so Mum is on a mobile phone, so it'll be slightly different. I have actually got settings on my end that allow me to adjust the volumes. So we just need to have a look at those things. So I'm just quickly going to have a look on those.
Okie dokie. It's Scotland versus England comp now, is it? Says Sarah.
Yeah.
We do have, we sometimes have Canada in the house. I think tonight we've got the USA and we've got Australia in the house. So there we go. We've had all over the place. I remember when I was live streaming the Ride Carnival and I was standing outside the down on the seafront outside the castle, the Ride Castle. And people were coming in from all over the world in that podcast. We had France, we had everywhere coming in. So we do get about, and with your help, folks, we expand the community. But also, Tristan, because I've got the Isle of Wight stuff, would there be a place on this site to post those or not? Or is that something else?
So that would probably be if you wanted to consolidate it, because I did promise you when we were when I was living in Australia that as long as you live streamed regularly enough and put enough content out, we'd build you something. It might be that you now built that as a part of the Go Live Granny site, so it might sit underneath it. We need to have a chat about that and see where it works best and what the big vision is for that.
It would be easy, of course. For a year, I haven't done any live streams around the island because we've been in lockdown. So there we go. Let's have it. Stuart's saying, "Yeah, let's have it." Bonnie Scotland. And Ailey's going to be going Granny Scotland. Oh,
Brilliant. She's getting a lot of love for that comment. Right, I am going to have to jump off, Mum. So if I'm responsible for closing out the broadcast, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes. Andrew, I'm going to close you out just so that Mum has the final word, and I'm going to pull you out. Thanks for jumping in.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Andrew. Thank you very much. I'm glad you said closing out because I didn't know what phrase to use. I've been using evicting people and I don't like the word evict.
Boot them out.
Yeah.
It does actually say kick from broadcast studio on the bottom corner is what it actually says. But that's it. More so for if someone's been naughty. So I'm going to let you do your closing remarks and close out how you want. And then for anyone who didn't get it at the beginning, I'm going to play your intro on the end. And then when it hits the last frame, we'll close out.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave you to it.
Okay. So
well done.
Thank you, Tristan. Thank you for being here with me and supporting me. And please, may you continue to support me because otherwise I fall flat on my face tomorrow night. So, folks, I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm sorry if I didn't see all your comments. I've got to learn how to make sure that I can still speak to you. It's very important that I do speak to you and welcome you all. So please don't be offended if I didn't see that tonight because I'm on this very steep learning curve. But it's been a wonderful evening. It's now we've been an hour and a half. I've enjoyed this shiny new website. I like new things, but I hope you do. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. And don't forget, feed the ideas into me. It's a community, and if we can do things that the community want and they're possible, we'll make that happen. I'm a make it happen sort of person. Did you know? So thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. Thank you again to Mark for sponsoring this first batch of recordings. Wonderful. If you're on the island and you need any property maintenance work done, decorating, all sorts of things, then Mark's your man. Go and have a look at his Facebook page. We'll learn more about what he does as we go along. Loving the nice comments that are coming in. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope I haven't kept the UK people up too late. And mind you, we often go on late, don't we? So can you still put your picture? Yes, at the moment you can, Carol, but we're looking into, there's a limit per month. And so we're going to be looking into how we manage that, and, you know, whether we have to say only put this many or whatever. But at the moment, yes, please do put them on. I'm a very visual person and I like visual, but Tristan will guide me how we deal with that, and whether we have to go to a more paid, you know, whether we have to pay more for something. I don't know, but Tristan and I will have those conversations. And I can see loads and loads of flag waving going on here. So again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Do invite anybody you think who will join. You know, there are going to be some really interesting things going on here. And I would like to, as I say, thank you all for being here. Who do you think should sign up? There we go. That's just come up at the bottom there. So do go and think about who you think might enjoy being in this community. There are a lot of people out there who perhaps still feeling lonely because of the pandemic. So please think about who you might invite. And also you get points for inviting, but that's not why I'm saying it. Invite people because there will be people who will enjoy being in this community. Thanks for making it a fantastic community it is. And oh, you think, Carol, can you, yes, you can still put your pictures up. Yes, because I've still got the Go Live Granny page going over there. So do put them up. Yes, please do, if that's what you meant. Right, okay. I've just been put on Sarah's timeline at Lynn at 55 inches. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the love. I'm going to say night night, but I must also say, you're sure everything will fall into place? I'm sure it will, and I think you're very kind, and you're bearing with me through it all. And I was just going to say something else. I've totally forgotten what it is, because that always happens, doesn't it? Terrible. Never mind. I shall put any other comments further down. Points make prizes. Hee hee. Gnomes and wool. Absolutely. Gnomes and wool. So as I forgot what I was. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. How could I forget to say a big thank you to Tristan for supporting me here tonight, and a massive shout out to Louisa, who built the website and spent many hours chatting with me about the balls of wool and things like that, and all that stuff that I did in the preparation. I had not a clue how it was going to work out, but I love it. I absolutely love it. So there we go. Oh, there we are. Look, Louisa is listening in and saying thank you. But I think lots of people will be indebted to you and to Tristan as we go forward. So I am going to go and have a little chill out now. And tomorrow, Tristan, I will be talking to you. Need some help. Bye, everybody. Love you lots. You are the people that makes this community what it is. Thanks ever so much. Take care.
Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn here. Oops.
The winner of this award is effectively a one-woman tourist board, using the power of just her mobile and her bus pass to showcase beautiful sights and amazing events hosted all over the island. Even the weather won't stop her, working both day and night to make sure that people all over the world know just how amazing our Isle of Wight is.
Hi everybody, it's Lynn here, the Go Live Granny, and I've just done a live stream over at the church on the roundabout. I'm down outside the Delhi Cafe, and I'm sitting down on Western Gardens on Ryde Seafront, and I'm live streaming here on Friday afternoon, the 17th of July. I am sitting in the Go Live Granny Community Garden, live streaming this time from the garage. I'm sitting out in my front garden because it's actually #National Knit in Public Day. It's time for a little bit of monkeying around, winging our way through the first month of the new decade. I've already done a live stream today, 2020 it is, and I'm live streaming here under my gazebo. No, it's not 10 o'clock. You're not wrong. It's 10 to 6. It's a bit dark. I've been at the Isle of Wight Stylers. I am down on St Helens Green for the St Helens Carnival, and I'm just going to do a quick live stream. So I thought I'd just do a little monkeying about. Wow. All I can say is wow, wow, wow. We have some wonderful people in this community. Over 200 shares. That's the magic. That's when the magic happens. Is when everybody starts sharing. So.